We're here again, it's another road trip, it's April 2018 and myself and Badfuck at UK are going to hit the road again. We're going to try and do a south road trip. It's been really hard to plan this one because you get a few decent shops but they're not in the same kind of area. So what we looked at doing north, but it's quite a trek, they're spread out. The same with the south really, but we sort of did come up with a good plan. So this is what we're going to do, or attempt to do, subject to change. We're going to head on down to an old favourite of ours that used to be in Bridgwater called KBS Collectibles. They changed the name slightly, but apparently they're based in Gloucester now. They don't open until 10 AM, but we're going to head on down to there. Then we're going to go south to Weston-super-Mare, a couple of shops there, MT Games. I think there's another one as well we visited that was quite good. We're also going to then go down to, as mentioned, Bridgwater, see the new Insane Game Shop. Mike's Entertainment was in there as well. It's like a junk shop with loads of games. Hopefully he'll still be there. There's a CEX, cash converters in the same street, so should be enough to keep us occupied there for a little while. Possibly going to do Atomic Games and Comics in Yeovil, and then head on back up to Bristol. There's a couple of shops there, Planet Games and 8-Bit Games. And then we're going to have a well-deserved beer or 5 or 6 or 10 for Tim. So that's the plan today anyway. It's all subject to change as usual on these road trips. Probably going to be peeing down the rain on the motorway in a minute, but it's literally just gone 7:30. I'm going to start getting ready now, and Tim's going to pick me up about 8 o'clock, so stay tuned. Hopefully you'll be able to get some footage today. I haven't got my glasses camera with me today, my video recording glasses, so it might be a little difficult, but I'm sure there'll be some fun and frolics on the way, so stay tuned. We're en route finally, and it's looking a little bit of a brighter day than normal. It's normally pissing down when we do the road trips. The sun's out, it's probably a bit too bright to see, but can't complain, looking better. And I'm here of course with the usual driver, Badfuck at UK,
Hello.
Tim. And we're en route on the start of this mammoth road trip all today. You up to it, Tim?
Yeah, I've got the stones for it, don't worry.
I wish I fucking had. Anyway, we're going to head on down and get some breakfast now, and then hit the first shop in maybe about an hour and 3/4 time. We are then at the services. I'm going to go grab some breakfast before we head into Gloucester. It's a lovely day. It's too nice to be indoors again, as I always say. Plenty of cars here, there. I get a fucking clue where we're going, but is it Road Chef over there?
Turn left.
Yeah, let's grab a paper and some breakfast. Well, a Mackey's breakfast later, and we're back en route, heading towards Gloucester in the first shop, the old KBS Collectibles that moved from Bridgwater. We should possibly be there in about, do you reckon, Tim, about 20 minutes?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes.
15-20 minutes, then we're going to find parking place on the actual shop. So hopefully right by around 10 o'clock he'll be open and we'll be in there. So remains to be seen. Stay tuned. Well, that was a bit of a fucking disaster. We went to the old KBS Collectibles in where are we, Gloucester, outskirts of the centre of Gloucester, and it was closed. We waited about 5 minutes, phoned them 4 times, no answer, shut us down. Very disappointing, but we did find that on his previous visit to Bridgwater he wasn't open on time then. But at the end of the day, we're on a tight schedule. If you can't be open on time and you don't want the money, we'll have to go on to the next shop. So where are we heading now, Tim? We're going to head on down to...
Going down the M4 to Bridgwater.
Yeah, we're going to check out the new Insane Game Shop, a few other shops in the street. We know we're going to at least find a shop that's open there. So yeah, a bit of a waste of time, disappointing, but the day can only get better. Okay, the weather's changed, it's going to be dull, still quite muggy, but our typical road trip weather's back, I think. So literally we're about 20 minutes away, is it, from Bridgwater now. We're going to head on down to Insane Games, Mike's Entertainment Zone, CEX, Cash Converters, and then we're going to head on back up to Weston-super-Mare and then to Bristol. We're going to give Yeovil a miss today, I think. It's just a little bit too much to do with the time constraints, but we're going to try and cram in as much as we can. So there's still plenty much to do. Hopefully we will finally get some pickups. So we've finally made it to Bridgwater. There's Tim in front, Badfuck up. Nice little restaurant pub. Just by the river or whatever here, and we're going to head on to Insane Games, Mike's Entertainment Zone, CEX and Cash Converters. Hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit of footage. We're a bit pushed for time, so the priority is to have a look for the games. Insane Games have only been there a few weeks, they've moved premises, so let's see what's going on.
I see you in Cheddar, and everybody knows what you knows what you're doing for a living. But you don't be done with cheddar much more, don't you think?
Spectrum games here.
Cannot afford that. Oh, there's some classics here. Seventh guest. I found something for you to buy.
Yeah.
50p. One day I'll find Voyeur
I bet you will. What was that on?
CDI. Oh, look. Big box 3DO.
Oh yeah, still.
Wow.
Well, but have a look at the Mega Drive, haven't I? And Master System, whether there is.
Yeah, good selection. 2600 boxed.
Yeah.
Oh, look. A classic. Atari ST. Impressive, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
10 times what they got at that other shop, haven't they? Seen one of those in CX. Oh, lovely.
Where's that?
Pay your iTunes stuff on it.
Oh yeah.
I've seen them online.
Let's have a quick look in CX.
Yeah.
Well, that was a frenetic little trip to Bridgewater. First of all, we went to Mike's Entertainment Zone. Also checked out Cash Converters briefly in CX in between of the shops, and went to Insane Games, their new shop. Then back to Mike's Entertainment Zone. We've got a few pickups, a few Master System, and also I bought a little classic from on Mega CD Past. We're now going to head on down to find those two shops in Western Supermare, MT Games, and I think it's New to You Games. Maybe grab a bite to eat, maybe have a walk on the pier, I don't know. But yeah, stay tuned, onwards to the next couple of shops on this Saturday morning stroke early afternoon road trip. So we're coming in the scenic route, Western Supermare. Guess there's a pier over there, isn't there? By the sea, can't see the sea yet, but somewhere over there I think. It's a cloudy overcast day. There you got some blue cloud up there. Looks like they've got a big wheel or something over there as well. Something going on here, Burger Things, there's definitely something going on Saturday.
Yeah, there is.
Let's have a look what it is. Probably a beer festival or something. Or...
No, I don't think so.
What do you reckon it is? Probably a kids thing, isn't it? Something like that, something to the army or Air Force, isn't it?
Air Force or something.
There you go. Premiering coming up on the right somewhere by the big wheel. Or
That's the first person I've seen in a pair of fucking shorts anyway.
Must be Funland over there. Is that the arcade or something? Or the pier? Don't know. Is the pier down here? I can't quite tell.
It should be, I think.
See aquarium over there. I'm taking it a bit more upmarket to Blackpool. Is that the pier over there? I don't know. There's a big building over there in the distance. Here's your big wheel. Grand Atlantic Hotel there.
Fucking parking's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Keep right onto A370.
The fuck are all that?
Oh, I can't quite tell.
Pier over there,
Is
isn't
it?
it?
Is that the
Yeah,
pier over
that's
there?
The pier, yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
parking might be a fucking issue.
Might have a wonder on there if we get a chance.
These apartments are nice, aren't they, with a balcony?
And no mistake cost. I wouldn't even want to think what the rent is, let alone buying it.
Carlton Mansions.
No parking giving it in here, aren't there? Western's only outdoor theme park, Funland. Oh, is this in here then with the big wheel? It must be. That's where they're all going. That must be the pier, like you say there. That must be the grand.
What's going on? So sat nav's telling us to go round that,
Yeah.
back down by that Premier Inn.
Which I think is what we were off ski, weren't we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on that big wheel.
Fucking hell.
It's gridlocked, isn't
Do
it?
people still wear Bluetooth earpieces? Fucking hell. I ain't seen one of them for a long time.
So happy I check my YouTube channel out. It's Funland.
They're all going left, aren't they?
Yeah.
Should we go right?
I reckon we should.
We're going to
We're
be
only half a mile away then, park on the outskirts. And,
fucking day, aren't we?
yeah. Well, I think I can see the seats right out there today. Just beach.
Donkeys are out.
Huh.
We're going this way
Yeah.
then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're better
There's
off
your beach and your sea.
avoiding that, aren't we?
Might see more of that later if we look okay. There's your big wheel.
Turn left onto Wallaston Road, then enter the roundabout.
Yeah, they've got some things here. Cine Wheel Premier Inns, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bloody nice in the walk.
Car park.
There's one here, we're still half a mile out. What do you think?
Yeah, but it's not far, is it?
Nah.
Well,
Well, it's up to you.
I don't honestly know. I don't think we're that far away, are we?
Probably not. No, it doesn't look like it, does it?
No.
Looks like a few zigzags there. So yeah, almost here. I'm going to check out MT Games and New to You
Going
Games.
that
I
way
think
now,
it is.
isn't it?
I guess.
Not that way,
Yeah, I'll
are
go
we?
this way.
Left here. isn't
Yeah.
it?
So yeah, not far out now. Looking a bit brighter as well, isn't it? So here we are, Western Supermare. Just gonna have a quick go on the Grand Pier before we hit the shops. It's blooming warm now. Whew. So here we are, Western Supermare on the pier. Look at this for a view. Saturday afternoon. Some time out before we look for some more games. Lovely. Can't capture it all on camera really, but superb. You're a bad influence on me, Mr. Millard.
Fuck off.
Cheers. Glorious now, just had a pint, had some lunch, quick bite to eat. Yeah, we're going to head on down to the shops now. It's too nice to go in shops really, look, it's glorious now. Lovely day. So here we are, coming up to MT Games from the other end this time with a Predator on the wall. And your retro stuff, if I remember, was around this corner. Unless it's changed.
£80. Jesus. pricey, isn't it? Master System game. Adapter.
Plenty of SNES carts if you want to. Also Mega Drive stuff here.
Cannon Fodder's a classic.
It's all Mega Drive fodder to me now though. Mega CD down here too.
That's what you want. You're dripping for it, isn't it?
We need to go and have a look though. Let's have a quick look.
McDonald's Treasure Land Adventure. Prices aren't bad.
Fair few Mega Drive I need to look at here.
Oh look, Gauntlet Legends, 50 quid.
And some Master System. Yep. So it's goodbye, Western Supermare. We've been to MT Games, had a nice little stroll on the pier, had a quick beer, we've had some lunch. We did try New to Year Games, unfortunately it's out of business, so that's another closed shop. But I've had a few pickups from MT Games, and we're now going to head on down to Bristol to 8-Bit Games before checking into the hotel. So we're not doing the Yeovil, but it would have been too much to ask today because we've had to stop over, well, a little bit of a break here. It's been lovely by the sea. So yeah, on to the final shot for today, 8-Bit Games. We're just going to stop off at the services now, grab a very, very late lunch to keep us going till meal tonight, and then we're going to head on back out to 8-Bit Games in Bristol. Just coming up to Godano Services. Welcome break it is.
Oh, right. It's gone in our space.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm stuffed now. How about you, Tim?
I'm fuck fruity.
Right, we're going to head down to 8-Bit Games, about 20 minutes out. We had a very, very late lunch, but no rush to eat tonight. We can have a few jars when we get to the hotel.
A few scoops.
Yeah. Let's go and see if there's any more pickups. We're here in Bristol now. We're literally half a mile from where we're going to park up and go to 8-Bit Games. Lovely sunny day.
Yeah, if we can fucking find the car park, yeah.
Yeah, there's about 3 or 4 of them around here, isn't there? Look at the filming for the video. Okay, so we've just left Planet 8-Bit Games, or whatever it's called, 8-Bit Gaming Planet.
Fucking dreadful.
What do you think, Tim?
Well, what was the place we went to where they had all Bridgewater?
Yeah.
Insane.
Insane, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
much,
nice.
yeah.
That was the best one of the day, I think.
Got to be honest, it was well, I'll talk more about it later, but it wasn't as good as we saw on the previous video from one of the YouTubers we followed. But there is a pickup, but that's it for today. There might be another shop tomorrow, possibly around here, Planet Games, we'll have to see. But we're en route now to the hotel to get mullered with Tim.
Yeah, and watch the Grand National now.
Yeah, hopefully
you'll have some cherry tomatoes for dinner, so yeah.
You like them, but hopefully we'll have a fucking good day. Let's get en route. Just for you viewers, I don't think I got the shop on camera, so there it is. 8-Bit Planet as we leave. There you go. Okay, it's the day after the road trip. We're still at the hotel at the moment, me and Bad Fuck Up UK. What a day it was yesterday. It was a really good road trip actually. We decided we're not going to do any more shops today. I think we're just going to head on back home. There is another one we could do in Bristol, but to be honest, that one we went to yesterday, which I'll talk about later, has put us off a little bit. You know, I've got a few pickups. I haven't spent a great deal on this trip, but you'll see shortly what I've picked up. And I think it's been a really good trip. I've enjoyed it. It's just hard to get the shops there. We went, you know, there's a couple of shops weren't open, which I'll talk about in more depth in a minute. You know, so it's hard to find a route where, you know, you've got 4 or 5, 6 shops that are actually open that you can do in one day. I mean, you could do, if you know, they weren't to spread it about, you could do quite a few in a day, but that's the main problem. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. Magpie out there. Where's the other one? There's normally 2, isn't there? But anyway, so yeah, I've waffled on too much. So yeah, it's about, I think it's time we headed on home. Okay, so it's a week later. I'm now back from the road trip. It was a really, really good road trip actually. You know, not a load of pickups and a little bit of disappointment with a couple of shops being closed, but it was really, really good. So yeah, it's been a week. I thought about time I finished putting this video together. I hope you enjoyed the footage. Tried to get as much as I could. As mentioned at the start of the video, I didn't have my glasses with me, my recording glasses, so that made it a little bit more difficult. This dingbat here left them at work, so charging on the PC. That was a bit stupid of me, but maybe I'll take one of the future road trips. So yeah, Basically, we started off from, as you know, we went down to Gloucester to the old KBS Collectibles that used to be based in Bridgewater. Really, really disappointing. I've got to be honest, I don't want to be funny, but it wasn't the best area. A lot of people hanging around, looked like some homeless people. We didn't feel really comfortable. There's people hanging outside the shop. So, and the shops are in quite close proximity across the side of the street from each other. So you couldn't really even get any filming or even take a photo of the shop. So you've been there, and I didn't feel comfortable getting my phone out to film really. The shutters were down. I tried the shop about 4 times. We waited 5 minutes after the opening time. They weren't there. We were on a tight schedule, so very, very disappointing. They might have been there in 15, 20 minutes time. I did message them after to say I was disappointed they weren't there, and they said they couldn't answer, they were driving, they were running late. It's not a great way. I know things happen and such is life, but it's not a great way to run a business. I was very disappointed. I found it was pretty much like that when we used to visit in Bridgewater. He was never there on time. So yeah, disappointing. They could have I probably had some pickups somewhere. I could have spent some money there, but they weren't open. So anyway, went on to the next one. We were going to go down to Western Supermare, but we decided to go down to Bridgewater first, and we went down to course to Insane Games, which have moved just over the other side of the bridge. It's a very, very good shop. But we also checked out Mike's Entertainment Zone, CX and Cash Converters. Although the pickups first came in Insane Games, I'm going to show you the first pickup I got from Mike's Entertainment Zone. Now, it got a lot of Mega Drive and Master System, but I thought it was quite highly priced, to be honest. But this was only $7.99, and it does go for a little bit more on eBay at the moment, but I loved playing it back in the day. I have got a Mega CD. It is Jaguar XJ 220. I think there's a mark on the disc. There's only a slight mark, but as far as I know, I haven't actually tested this one yet because I've lost my power adapter from my Mega CD. But there you go, Jaguar XJ220. So yeah, $7.99. Couldn't really complain. So of course we tried. You've probably seen a little bit of footage. We had a quick look at CX and Cash Converters. Not much there. But we went to Insane Games and they moved the retro section to the back, which I preferred. There was a selection of Spectrum games sort of nearest the counter, and then you had a cabinet with old Atari games. Quite a good selection of 2600 games, which I may look into in the future. But the one good thing about Insane Games, that although Tim said the selection was good, it was because there was a little bit of spread, but as regards Mega Drive and Master System, it wasn't too good. There tend to be a lot of it generic sports titles, cheap titles, but the thing they've got going from Insane Games is the prices are very, very reasonable. I mean, from there I picked up, I'll show you the games in a minute, I picked up 3 games for £11, really, really good. So, you know, sorry, I'm just on a text and I'm just getting a bit bit distracted. But yeah, I'll show you the games I picked up then. This was literally £1. I mean, you can't argue £1, can you? Master System, Wimbledon. And I have tested these pickups, they do work. I mean, £1, I know it's a sports title, but £1 for a game, I mean, you can't leave that if you're building a collection, can you really? The next one was, this was £4, and it was G-Lock. Again, I only kept boxed, complete with manuals. Manuals always tend to fall out when I open them though, but there you go, G-Lock. So that was £4. This next one was a little bit more than I wanted to pay, but when you work it, it cost them like £3 odd each to buy them. This was £6. This was, and it was in good nick, I think, actually, Operation Wolf. I couldn't really leave that one there. So yeah, that's another 3 Master System pickups. So we then went on travelled down to very, very sunny at times, Western Supermare. It was really good to chill out there. We had a quick pint on the pier, and it was nice to actually go around the pier. Really nice place, loads of bars, restaurants. And to be honest, we sort of half wished we'd booked to stay there. I'd actually checked into my hotel online, so I couldn't cancel it, but we were half tempted, you know, to say we'll come back and do another road trip and stay at Western Supermare because, yeah, it was good. There was go-karts and dodgems inside the arcade. It'd been good to check out some of the old games. They've got Pac-Man there and Space Invaders, all money orientated, but they're going to be these places. But no, it was really, really good. Nice to chill out, and had a sandwich there and a nice pint. And then we checked out the shops. Now, the second shop we tried, I'll go back to the first one in a minute. New to Your Games had gone out of business, so that with KBS Collectibles, that's 2 shops off the list. We decided not to do Atomic Comics and Games in Yeovil, because we wanted to get back and watch the Grand National, basically. And it would have been a bit too much. Well, we probably could have done it if we hadn't stopped so long in Western Supermare, but beside the by. So I went to MT Games. They've got a good collection, loads of memorabilia and collectibility figures like Star Wars, and they've got a decent Mega Drive and Master System set up there really. The prices are okay. I bought 3 games. They were all £3.99 each, and they were Marble Madness, and again the cart shoots out the packet. The other one was Olympic Gold, again the same price, £3.99. You know, they're sports titles, some of them aren't they, but if you're doing a collection on the cheap, good place to start. So yeah, that's Olympic Gold. And the last one from MT Games was another sports title. Love this, love the sequel to this back in the day on the Mega Drive. It was one of the best games I've ever played. This one is the original on the Master System, PGA Tour Golf, or PGA Golf, yeah, by Tengen. Again, complete, not in bad nick. Actually, the manual tends to drop out, but looks in pretty good condition. That's PGA Tour Golf. And so we went on down to the final shop before we went to the hotel. We went on down to 8-Bit Planet in Bristol. Now, we were going to do there's a Planet Games there as well. We did run out a little bit of time, and I think we were a little bit disappointed with this shop. Previous YouTuber posted a video and said it was really, really good and affordable prices. Now, I didn't think it was. The Mega Drive, yeah, 4 for £10, but they literally only got about 8 Mega Drive titles, and they're all generic. And I was a little bit disappointed. The Master System selection I thought was quite highly priced. Now, I did buy a pickup for the sake of it, really, which I wanted to have a pickup from the shop. It is one I needed. It is. It was £5, a little bit more than I wanted to pay, but it was complete. So I thought, I'll give me a little bit of business, you know. They had got a few Spectrum games there, which was nice to see again, but a little bit overpriced to me. It seemed to be more like a Shogun games where you play like card games and like Warcraft games there, that kind of thing. The thing I'm, you know, but they didn't seem to have a lot of stock. But I was disappointed they didn't have a lot more. When he says 8-Bit Planet, they didn't have a lot more like Spectrum stuff, you know, stuff from back in the day. But there you go. Anyway, I've waffled too much. It was Global Gladiators. Manuals have got a bit of damage to it, but it's complete. It was another pickup. So that's Global Gladiator. So on my quest to start collecting Master System games again, I've actually got 13 titles now. I've spent a total of £42.44, works out £3.26 a game. So I'm trying to get a Master System collection on the cheap and maybe flog a bulk lot off and start again. And I'm still on the quest for the Mega Drive games. I'm down to 24 titles in the Mega Drive collection. I know it's getting hard to find them at the shops now, and eBay's probably the way to go. But I've been looking and I'm still debating whether to knock off the Aussie and Euro titles, which would sort of take it down to about 12 titles I'd need on the Mega Drive. So I'm still deciding on that at the moment, but that's where we're at with the collection. That's it for the road trip. Had a great time. Stopped over in a nice hotel in Bristol. Had a few beers, probably one too many, but it was a really, really good trip. Just debating what to do for the next one. I think we're going to do another save trip at some point. I still want to do a little bit up north. There's a few shops on the shop. There's 2 or 3 in Derby, maybe, or that kind of area you want to do, but there's, you know, I know there's another visit to Lee's Deals at Bradford, but there's just not a lot on the way, to be honest, which is getting a route together to make it worthwhile. But that's where we're at the moment. Like I say, we're on to Revival next month, towards the end of May. Really looking forward to that. It's not going to be great for pickups, I don't think, but it's always a good day out, you know. I normally go down on the Friday, stop over with the fiancée. It was great last year because I met Dave Perry in the bar, and I know he's there again this year. And obviously did the show with Tim on the Saturday, and we might live a little venture out, I don't know. I'm looking forward to maybe having a few beers on the Saturday this time. The FA Cup finals on. I know the Royal Wedding's on that day, but the Cup finals on at tea time. I know like some of the guys will be watching it. Dave Perry's a big Man United fan. Hopefully I won't be too hungover. I'll be able to join him, have a few beers in the bar. That's the plan. So it's Revival next, maybe a road trip in June. And that's pretty much it. So that's me done. I hope you've enjoyed watching the trip. So I'm going to say thanks again to Bad Fuck Up UK Tim. And I will catch you all again soon. Have I forgotten anything? Keep it real, YouTubers. Adios.